The workforce continually evolves, and with the rise of single parents, parents of children with drug or alcohol dependency, grandparents raising their grandchildren, not to mention longer life expectancies of our parents, the topic of caregivers in the workforce is incredibly relevant. Caregiving is defined as the act of providing unpaid assistance to a family member or acquaintance who has physical, psychological, or developmental issues. For many, becoming a caregiver is often sudden, for example, when your aging parent is no longer able to live alone due to a fall. Statistically speaking, research indicates that there are trends toward increasing amount of work interruptions due to caregiving responsibilities. 50% of all family caregivers are females, and many are full-time working women. The National Alliance for Caregiving defines the typical caregiver as female, who is 40 plus, trying to figure out how to get an additional 20 to 25 hours per week into her schedule. There is an increasing occurrence of family caregivers 50 and over that end up leaving the workforce before retirement age, and the average impact on their net worth is about $300,000, and for women, it is averaging higher than for men. Approximately 70% of caregivers report that they have issues with employment. Specifically, they are passed over for promotions, they require more time off, and many then ultimately may leave their job. Research is also indicating a new, very significant trend, as some millennials are becoming caregivers as well. Caregiving for an adult is very different than the excitement that typically comes with becoming a parent. That is also a large caregiving experience, however, you have time to prepare for it, and you typically do not have to deal with nuances like medical issues, perhaps dementia, or other mental impairment, home ownership and personal belongings, checking, savings accounts, bill payment, asset protection, insurance policies, baggage that you may bring from your own childhood, or resistance from a parent that doesn't want to be managed. Finally, you may have varying sibling opinions about what is best. Caregivers are vulnerable then to caregiver stress. When you have no hours left in the day to address your own personal needs, you may begin to feel isolated, guilty, sad, depressed, and generally exhausted. It can even go so far as to affect your health as you start to forgo your own medical well-being to care for others. Success comes when you find the resources to better manage the needs of caregivers in the workforce. Education about resources can help you and your employees act so that everyone is successful.